We are John and Ellie, the Barefoot Doctors. We lost our new Leopard 50 catamaran to fire, so we began our search for the perfect performance catamaran for sailing us around the world. After 4 decades of sailing experience, we are very clear about what we want. So join us as we explore new horizons, stretch the boundaries in yacht design and build the ultimate catamaran. Jump on board for this adventure and together, who knows what we can achieve. Because life is better barefoot.
Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to another episode of Barefoot Doctors Sailing. Now, as you can see, I'm all by myself. This is very, very sad because Elizabeth has left me. I could do clickbait and say, oh my God, she's left me, and get 100,000 views like everybody else does, but no, we are still together and everything's good. This was all planned. She's going back to Australia while I sail this Leopard 50 over to the USA from Cape Town. So a 7,000 mile journey. It's going to be very exciting and we're going to take you guys with us. The episode today is taking Leopard 50 of Mark and Holly's out for a test sail as part of the handover process. So this is the time where the owner takes the boat out for a sail, make sure everything's in proper working order and everything's on the boat that you or they have paid for. And it is important to check that everything's working properly. And also we are wanting to check that the boat is in fit condition to cross the Atlantic of a 7,000 mile journey and moving into cyclone season. This is when the boat was finished. So we are fitting it out as fast as we can to get out as soon as possible and get through the cyclone season as early as possible. Come along with us for this sail and experience the Leopard 50 sailing in 35 knots. It's very exciting.
Okay guys, so it's happening right here today. We have Mark and Holly's Sea Essentials sea trial today, and it's a beautiful day. For the hungry hordes, we have the production line of burgers right here. So we've got half of them a chicken and half of them smoked salmon. So these are gourmet burgers, the first meal on Sea Essentials, so it's got to be pretty damn fantastic. Anyway, I better help.
We're well stocked with wine and beer.
We're well stocked, yes. So I better help, otherwise I'll get sacked as one of the crew.
Mark's boat is the third one along.
Okay, so this is it guys. We are stepping onto the boat, onto Sea Essentials for the first time. Mark and Holly, John and I, Wendy and Andre, and it's a pretty special day. We're ready, the gang's all here.
No, I will say this only once.
I will say this only once, that's right.
Hello, hello.
There's a couple more ring-ins. We also have Sonia and Paul is the captain that is actually in charge of taking the boat all the way across the Atlantic with Mark and John as crew.
Today is the test sail for this brand new Leopard 50 as part of the handover process for Mark O'Leary. So here we have it.
It's about 25-30 knots.
Nice.
So we can either stay in the southwest, where it's about maybe 10 knots, and then we can, as we gradually work our way in, we can hit that side.
We should hit the 30 knots.
Testing.
No, just like Ireland.
Well guys, it feels kind of weird to be on a 50 again. Very familiar. But this is Mark and Holly's 50 and we're about to take it for a sea trial. Apparently the winds close in are about 10 knots, but the winds out further are about 30 knots. So Mark wants to go out and see what she can do. That'll be interesting. So, beautiful boat. Nothing like the smell of a new boat, guys.
The V&A Marina in Cape Town has some very tight corners and we were parked in one of them. So here you can see us coming out with barely enough space to turn the bow after we clear the stern. And look at all these leopards. All newly completed, just launched, all sitting waiting. We breathe easier as we get into more clear waters.
Hey, can you believe we're in Cape Town? can't believe it, we're in Cape Town.
And then have to go under 2 bridges and walkways.
So it's all happening here.
This is our first time taking the boat out.
There are seals all over the place here, and they lie wallowing in the water with their fins out getting warm in the sun. They're quite cute, but boy do they honk.
That you can't record the smell.
Yeah.
Can you smell them?
Yes, I can. But they're lovely. How do you feel, Holly?
Nervous, but super excited.
Yay!
And what an experience with all my friends. My closest friends are here, and I'm so happy.
Yeah.
My heart is full.
It's a very exciting experience for us as well. Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
It meant a lot to us.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. And Mark is just totally in his element. Look at him up there. He f***ing loves this. Oh, now that's a nice shot. 2 little lovebirds right there on the Princessy.
Pretending we love it.
You're doing well. You're very convincing.
Long time pretending.
37 years.
Wow, that's fantastic. And these guys are going to have their own Leopard 45 after August. Woohoo!
Spirits are high as we get to the open ocean and raise the sails. Mainsail first, and then roll out the Genoa. There was no screeching as the mainsail went up. And Paul Badenhurst was checking for chafing points because the Atlantic crossing is just ahead of us. As predicted, the winds are only 10 knots at the beginning, so we get comfortable with the reef in the sail.
Pretty exciting!
And move towards the area with 30 and 35 knots. It's so nice to be back out on the water again, and we were lucky to have such a nice day.
Single of the sail, the bottom, and just tie a line there. And then you slack on the actual reef line. Then you've got 2 reef lines, one sacrificial and one real reef line. If the one goes, you figure the backup.
Yeah.
This is like when you think long distance sailing.
Yeah. When you're weeks and weeks and weeks of,
Yeah.
The spectacular Table Mountain was behind us and offered us a beautiful backdrop to this wonderful day's sailing. The wind started to pick up and the Leopard 50 leaped into action.
9 knots, speed over ground.
9.7, 9.8.
Let's go. The fellas on the gunboats are laughing at you. 9 knots. How shallow is it here?
9.9.
10 knots. 10 knots.
Come on, say it. Say
I
it.
f***ing love it. I f***ing love sailing. You know it. As crude as it is. I f***ing love sailing.
Gonna take up the slack in the.
Okay, you take it up as I go. Ready?
Slowly through, slowly through.
Slowly, slowly. Prepare to jibe.
Okay, go through.
And the traveller centre.
Yeah. Slowly come back, come back.
Yeah. Traveller was lovely.
Yeah.
See on this shot how the shroud digs into the mainsail if you're on a broad reach. This is typical of catamarans because the shrouds are laid backwards. When the boom is out, the sail is against the shroud. So it's very important to make sure you tighten in the boom to reduce the pressure, especially when you're sailing long distances. Otherwise the sail will wear out very quickly where the battens rub on the shrouds. We're going 9 knots at probably about 60 degrees. The wind, I think it's about 25 knots.
Yeah.
Good tack. We can aim below this.
Yeah.
Slowly.
We're sailing.
Here we are anchored at Clifton Bay, which is a lovely seaside township to the south of Cape Town. People are still swimming here, but this is really much too cold for me, as I prefer the warm waters in the tropics.
This is the first meal on board, right?
It is.
First meal on board.
Chicken sandwich? You sure? Yeah. Well, we gotta eat.
Mark, this is the first meal on board.
Yeah.
This is the christening meal.
You're Ellie, John, Holly. Thank you guys for everyone, and Wendy for making sandwiches and going to the store.
Oh, you are welcome.
Mm.
Yes. We don't love to cook, we love to eat. Although Holly likes to cook, don't you, Holly? You like to cook. Yeah.
Then as we head back through the harbour in Cape Town, we are met by thousands of birds sitting on the harbour wall and flying over the water. Reflecting on the day, it went very well. We got wind up to 30 knots. The maximum speed of the boat was 11.5 knots with regular and persistent 9 knots and often 10 knots. Everything was in good working condition, and now we just have to do some aftermarket fit out to get everything in order for the Atlantic crossing.
Sea Essentials is going to be christened today with a beautiful Buddhist blessing that came from a Buddhist monk.
The Buddhist monk said the boat needed to be christened at a certain time on a certain day, and that is today at 11 a.m. 1 p.m.
Yes.
So here we are at the right time to get all the blessings we possibly can for Mark and Holly's boats.
And it's a beautiful day. Come join us on this very nostalgic, awesome day.
SVC Essential.
SVC Essential! Cheers! Hip hip!
Hopefully you enjoyed that episode, guys. Over the next few weeks, we're also going to be bringing you updates about the Portofino and its build in Dubai, and see more preparations for the Atlantic crossing. This is going to be a spectacular journey. We have Paul Badenhurst, one of the most experienced skippers for transatlantic crossings. He's done about 80 Atlantic crossings, so this is a guy that has seen it all. So we're going to be learning from him, and I'm going to be recording all of that information just for you. So make sure you join us. The Patreons that we have will also have live updates from the crossing as well, so that should be very exciting. To see live updates and our position, Patreon is an option. All the money goes to charity, and that should be a fantastic journey. So very exciting times ahead. So even though Ellie's not with us, she specifically told me to let you know that she sends you her love, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode, guys. All the best. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching, guys, and if you like what we do, show us the love and hit the like button. Then hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well, so you don't miss out on your regular fix. Then kick off your shoes and you can come barefoot with us.